Shortly before recording this episode, actor Lance Reddick, best known for his work on The Wire and the John Wick films, as well as voicing Thordak the Cinder King in Legend of Vox Machina, sadly passed away at the age of 60. We would like to take this moment to honour his memory and his performance as Thordak by dedicating this episode and this arc of the show to him. Rest in power, Lance. Having said all of that, on with the show. Hello listeners, and welcome to Tales from the Arclight, where stories are told, legends unfold, and fabulous heroes are stalwart and bold. We are an all-new, actual play podcast where we will be diving into the world of TTRPGs, some of us for the first time. Before we begin this episode though, let's introduce ourselves for the benefit of the listeners at home. My name is Adam McSmith, aka Raggedy Adams, and I will be the Dungeon Master for this series. And we also have at the table...
Hello, I'm Nathan Dean, he, him, and I will be playing Kane Eril, also known as Errol Kane, also he, him, a sort of gunslinger drow, no country for old elves vibe. Definitely grimdark, so it's going to annoy Adam somewhat, and that was my cat.
Hi there, I'm Sean Woodgates, he, him, and my character in this campaign is a one Telford Cornflower. Now, Telford is a bit of a larrikin, loves his drink, and just basically being a bit of a dickhead to everyone. He's inherently bad, he wanted to be a town guard to protect people, but his past keeps on coming back to haunt him. He drinks to forget some of the terrible things he was forced to do in the past, and doesn't truly realise how powerful he is. So, to sum him up, he's a heavy drinking town guard who plays the fool to deceive people. Definitely has more than a few tricks up his sleeve.
Hey there, my name is Z and I'll be playing Zebediah Deathbringer, a human ranger from the plains of Westruun. Orphaned at a young age, Zebediah has a massive chip on his shoulder and his own form of justice that he doesn't hold back from meeting up.
Well, having introduced our players, let's jump into episode 1 of our first campaign, which is entitled Hoard of the Cinder King. In the vast, limitless chaos of the multiverse, on the prime material plane of existence, lies a particular planet, fretted throughout history as a place of significance and destiny. This blue-green marble floating through the void of space is the planet Exandria, the setting of tonight's tale. Exandria's history is much like any other world's, full of gods and monsters, heroes and villains, great civilizations raised on the shoulders of titans, and others that fell to calamity and ruin. We find ourselves at the outskirts of the city of Emon in the year 1840 post-Divergence, over 8 centuries after the Divergence, when the creator gods of Exandria sealed themselves and the betrayer gods away behind the divine gate to stave off the anarchy befalling their creations. Emon, port and capital city of the continent Republic of Taldore, once the jewel in the crown of a vast empire ruled by a great dynasty of sovereigns, has seen better days. 30 years ago, the city and many others like it were besieged and occupied by the Chroma Conclave, a cabal of ancient dragons led by the maniacal red dragon Thordak the Cinder King, who sought revenge for his banishment to the elemental plane of fire during his prior conquest. A reign of terror and bloodshed followed, that was only cut short by the intervention of the legendary band of adventurers known as Vox Machina. Armed with the vestiges of divergence, ancient weapons and relics imbued with godly power, they slew the members of the Conclave one by one. But Thordak's time spent imprisoned on the plane of fire had augmented his ancient draconic physiology, creating rifts between the material and elemental planes and scarring the land of Taldori for decades to come. Rebuilding would not come easy or cheap. After their deaths, the vast hoarded piles of wealth, magical items and such that the Conclave forced the people of Exantria to pay as tithes were collected up, some more easily than others, and divided amongst the people. However, as is often the case, criminal elements have a keen eye for a new source of coin. The Clasp, a centuries-old secret society of thieves, beggars and assassins operating out of Emon and other cities in Taldori, saw to it that several of the shipments of gold and treasure were misplaced, never to be heard from again. This, of course, raised suspicion from Emon's new ruling council, but resources were stretched thin and much was still to be done. A fraction of the hoard of a great red dragon surely could not be of serious consequence. Could it? Tonight, on the night of the 12th of Kursar, all of you find yourselves, individually or in groups, on the wet dirt road leading to the grand city of Amon, less than half a mile in the distance. It is drizzling and foggy tonight, and the sound of the city in the near distance is surprisingly muted, but you all understand why. Emon is in the midst of a gang war between the Clasp and their rivals from the distant continent of Wildmount, the Myriad. Curfews have been decreed by the city council, and guards patrol the streets, enforcing the lockdown. Nobody without special dispensation is allowed to roam the streets after dark, but you are outside the city limits and therefore safe. For now. You stand in front of a tavern, the sign of which reads, "The Last Sovereign," a profile image of the late Uriel II painted above it. Each of you, upon entering this fine establishment, make a perception check.
A roll!
A roll, yeah.
Do I do that?
First roll of the game. So Nathan, you
21.
What did you roll originally? So 21.
Yeah, I rolled a 14,
see,
add 4, add 3.
yeah. So
That's 21.
what did you? Yeah, 21. What did you roll, Z?
12.
12.
Yeah.
So you would have a +8. So you're a 20. What did you roll, Sean?
Haven't done it yet. There we go. That's my advantage. So I'll take 11. Plus my perception +5, and my proficiency is +3 as well. So 19. Is it? My maths? No. Yes.
Yeah, you're proficient with that too. So you'd be 5 plus. What's your
Perception? Yeah, I'm proficient with perception. 19. It's come up on roll 20.
Wow, you
with
guys
my
are-
advantage roll.
So you all see the inside of a rundown and nearly empty tavern. There is a bar along one side. There are tables. There are chairs. There are 2 people visible. One is a barman. I will say on a 19 and a 20 at minimum. Looks humanoid. You would have to get a little closer to pick out any sort of like discernible features to him. But I will say you also see off in the far corner, sort of, and some of you have dark vision as well, so I will say with a 19 or 20 plus, you would be able to see that there is a short humanoid, like some sort of gnome, sitting with a large tankard, just like slowly sipping. He's just sat in the shadows, just not facing you, and his face is in shadow. But there is. They are the only people present in this tavern that are visible to you at this present moment in time. What do you do?
Well, first, we all stand in the doorway silently.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
I'll take this one. Mate, what the fuck were you guys doing following me here?
Do we know each other already? Like, are we a team of people that already knows each other?
I will say, no role needed for this. You are all freelancers. You are all, you have all come here via different routes. You all were essentially given the in for this job via a particular individual who is like a mutual acquaintance, contact within the criminal underworld, who clued you into this job on behalf of the person who wishes to hire you for your services. You don't know, you don't have a name per se, but you know that the person that you're looking for goes by the name of Nine Fingers, and you know that because that was part of how you were supposed to identify this person. The bar is at your disposal. There is a barman, and there is what appears to be a lone patron set off to them on their run.
So I would know that these two other guys that have walked in have also got this information. Like, they've also met a guy who said, "Come here, meet Nine Fingers."
Roll an intelligence check.
Okay. I got a natural 1. I know nothing.
You have no idea who these
I have
people
no
are,
idea.
or why they could possibly be here.
Well, I'm going to ignore this guy who's just spoke to me for no reason. In my
I was trying.
I'm just going to go.
As a drow, you're used to keeping. Yeah, as a drow, you're used to keeping your own company, and like.
I'm going to go up to the bar and I'm going to order a whiskey. I also have observant as a trait. Observant, quick to notice details of your environment. You gain the following benefits: increase your intelligence or wisdom by 1 to a maximum of 20. And I can read lips. But what I'm thinking is I'm going to use that to check if the gnome in the corner has 9 fingers.
That's a good shot.
We will resolve that in due course. Okay. You say you're going to interact with the barman.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. The barman turns to face you, and he has there. And again, this person does look like a human person, but there is something about their features. They are comical in their in their absurdness and their exaggeration. He has eyes that kind of like a Marty Feldman eyes that face in opposite directions from each other, and like a mouth full of like kind of just like not crooked, but just like oversized and kind of oddly angled teeth that go in every direction. And he he wears like a sort of a tweed jacket, and his hair is sort of like a haystack. He looks very strange, and he turns to you and says, "Oh, hello, my little pretty, my little angel. Are we to be married on the morrow, my tiny little child?"
That was the last thing I was expecting. Okay, so Errol is just going to take that on the chin and very stoically just ignore all of what that man has just done and just be like, whiskey.
I'm very sorry for your pretty lady. Do beg your pardon. And he pours the whiskey. You see, it gets very lonely out here, working the old bar, waiting for a lovely lady to wander in. Here she comes now, with her features so exquisite and angular, and her head so round and shapely in the moonlight.
Mate, I think he's talking.
Errol has gone from hardened crime and his own sort of like gang war
This is what happens. But like, just so you're aware, guys, this is the thing, guys. When you try to play like edgelordy characters around me, I will just completely undermine them with absurdity. You know, right?
Okay.
And to be honest, this would have happened to whoever stepped up to the bar.
I have a feeling that Telford Cornflower is going to get on with this guy like wildfire.
We'll find out.
Read on the Ranger yet.
You're ordering a whiskey. That's and you say you're going to use observant.
Mm-hmm.
Well, make another perception check because you're now focusing in specifically on the on the gnome in the corner.
Cool.
Roll
So
that with the benefit of observe.
Cool. So that's 7, but then I add another 1 because of my observant trait. So that's +8, and I got 11 total.
You 11 total with the observer.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to tell at this distance. You would probably have to get a lot closer and interact with them directly to be able to see. Like just this gnome is a good 20 feet away from you. Like even with observant, you would need to be a lot closer to observe. And I feel like the interaction with a bartender has kind of thrown you a little. Has kind of, yeah, your usual stoic and kind of steel trap of a mind is just like slightly caught off guard by this, this strange man who's currently like leaning over the bar currently and saying, "You do realize that once you come into this place, you can never leave."
Whoa.
Do you understand the concept? You can come in, but you can never leave.
So I can't just take the door that I just came through.
No, look, listen. It's like a membrane, not a two-way membrane, a one-way membrane. Once you come into this place, that's it. It's over. You can never leave.
I'm pretty certain I can take the door that I just came through.
And I'm going to ask you to make one more quick perception check.
Okay. Is that with observant or just as it is?
Just like a flat, perception.
I got a natural 1. Apparently I walked into this tavern and was like, this is definitely a tavern, and then just didn't care about anything else.
Okay, I'm not even going to roll for what I would, because like on a nat 1, you just fail. So that being the case, what else are you guys going to do? Are you? Is anyone else getting involved? What Telford and
Zebediah,
what are you doing? I'm going to say make a perception check.
They're rolling the dice. A 6.
So I will say,
Rather than my complete absence of seeing anything.
well, you rolled a nat 1. You have no room to.
I am in a tavern.
Oh, but if it's well lit, he's got a disadvantage because he's a drow, isn't he? Doesn't he?
Yeah, in direct sunlight, I'm not great.
Well, this is nighttime and it's indoors, so you have zero excuse.
This man was just so strange that I just forgot to look at things.
Wow. So here's the thing. This is one of those situations where the rules get a little spicy because you rolled a nat 1, and ergo, you wouldn't have noticed this anyway. I rolled a nat 1 for a total of 4, but it is still a nat 1 on sleight of hand. Z, you see what Nathan, aka Errol, failed to see is that something kind of like a tail has like snaked round the side of Errol, unhooked his coin purse, and is in the process of sliding it back into the pocket of the man behind the bar.
Well, then I'll obviously stop him. Or it.
How are you going to do that?
I'll use one of my weapons.
You're going to roll. Are you going to roll an attack, or are you going to just brandish it?
I'm going to brandish it first.
Okay. So
just so they know I'm aware of it.
Okay. Roll an intimidation check.
Okay. So 7 plus perception check or intimidation.
Intimidation.
I've got a 9. Custom roll 9.
So the bartender sees you pulling the what is it you're pulling? Is it a knife or is it your sword or?
I'll pull the sword. Let them know I'm here.
The bartender sees the sword, grins, but it's not the kind of weird toothy grin. It's like the face kind of relaxes into a more jovial kind of mode. And the bartender says, "Easy, Tiger." And you see their form sort of shimmers.
You see the image of the bartender fades away, melts away, and in the bartender's place is a red-skinned tiefling, humanoid, with long black hair down to the neck, purple pupilless eyes, long black curling ram-style horns, a purple robe that has fine filigree and embroidery worked into it, leather pants that cut off just about where the knees are, and cloven feet. And in the back there is a long red reptilian slightly tail with the coin purse of Errol hooked into the point at the end.
And with a sort of, nonchalant kind of a lackadaisical kind of grin, they sort of drop the coin purse back on the bar, shrug and say, "Oh, you can't fault a feather for chine, now can you?"
So, Telford's obviously been watching this slightly amused. He's still a bit drunk.
On brand.
Yeah. So he's sort of, and he's just like, fell for the oldest trick in the book. Bloody tieflings. Right now,
That's
look,
racist.
fellas. I got word from a bloke. He basically said that someone with no thumb could tell me about the significant owl hoots in the night. Does this ring a bell to anyone?
So at hearing the phrase "the significant owl hoots in the night," the gnome in the corner turns sharply towards you and says, "What do you know about the significant owl?" Well, speak up.
I was just told to come here, mention this little quote, and see what happens. I met someone on the road. They said this was the place to be, and someone could tell me about this significant owl.
But many grey lords go sadly to the masterless men.
Hooray for the Spinster Sister's daughter.
To the Axeman,
The
all
X-Men, all
supplicants
supplicants are the same height.
Yeah, verily, the roses within the thorn. Yes. Very good, boys. Very good.
The gnome was so
you
excited, he started jumping
would
out
be-
of the passcode.
Yes.
So, could we see how many fingers you've got?
Oh, you want to see how many fingers I've got, do you, laddie? Oh, you want to see? Well, let me show you. And he holds up his right hand. And sure enough, there are 4 fingers. And the thumb is missing.
Ah, you look like the guy we need to see.
Ah, do I know? Well, looks like you come to the right place. The name's Darwin. Darwin Nightfinger.
Ah, good to meet you, Derwin. And Telford. These two here haven't quite got their names yet. But we've been sharing the road.
I'm Zebediah. I'm also here for the Nine-Fingered Man.
I take my coin purse back, just do a sort of point at my eyes, point at the tiefling's eyes, like, we'll come back to this in a bit. Pat Zebediah on the back for, like, noticing that, because apparently I can't notice anything for shit at the moment.
The
Good
tiefling looks
Telford.
thoroughly unimpressed with your gesture.
I look to Telford with a kind of quizzical, who put you in charge look.
Well, no one else was doing it, mate.
Errol Kane. And I say that to the gnome.
And the tiefling will step around from behind the bar and give a polite bow. Reynard X. Tealeaf, professional cracksman, cat burglar, pilferer of various sundries and delights. And yeah, at this point, you pretty firmly establish that this is the contact you were sent to make contact with. You're invited to grab drinks, pull up chairs, and
if no one locks the door to the tavern, can I go lock the door so that we don't get interrupted?
Darwin will say, "You needn't worry about that, Sonny. I own the place. Nobody knows we're here. But if it makes you feel better, go ahead."
It does, so I do. Sorry, Tiny Bill Nye, I have to lock this tavern.
Tiny Bill Nye. I mean,
He
yeah,
sounds
no.
like Davy Jones.
I mean, well, yeah. I have a very limited range. Okay.
No, it's great.
Okay.
It's great. I'm loving it. I'm loving Tiny Bill
All
Nye.
Okay.
okay, so you lock the door, you all settle in, and Darwin proceeds, and he says, "Now, as some of you know, 30 years ago, when the dragons were running things up on Big Jobby Hill out there, a great treasure hoard was constructed by the dragon Fordak up in his lair. Piles and piles of gold and jewels and magical items, surrounded by pools of boiling lava siping up from the earth. You may even know that when the terrible beastie was finally slain and the city elders set in motion plans to gather up that great big pile of filthy lucre, some enterprising chaps from the clasp made a good-sized chunk of it disappear completely. What none of yous know, and what I do know for certain, because I was there, is where it really went. Hidden in a disused cistern below the city, on a site already primed for rebuilding and development, the clasp funneled money into constructing a fortress atop their own treasure pile, hiding in plain sight. This is what they built. He casts a minor illusion of a mansion with gated and walled grounds within the centre of the city of Emon. It is sort of, it's not as palatial as like some of the areas of like the Cloudtop district, or as they used to be the Cloudtop district. It has since been ravaged by the time of the Cinder King. But you know, a lot of the buildings from this period are very old, and this is somewhat newer built and a little more ostentatious. Thing is, the clasp are secretive to a fault. They live and breathe underground. They can't be seen to have business topside, not by the council. And a big old mansion with nobody living in it raises questions. So they make a deal with some pansy merchant to mind the store for them. Maybe launder some of that treasure through his legitimate businesses. But he gets greedy and stupid. Tries to sell them out to the Myriad, who at this point are making moves here and making the class very uncomfortable. So what do you think happens next? Some Myriad jobbers come over from Wildmount. A merchant boy sells the house to them for a bag of coin, hands over the deed all legitimate like, then he promptly disappears. So now the Myriad is sitting on the clasp's nest egg, and the clasp can't do bugger all about it without drawing attention. Hence, the current state of affairs. And he points outside in the direction of Emon, where you can sort of hear vaguely in the distance the sound of running feet and, shouts, loud bangs off in the distance. But that treasure is not the only thing down there of importance. Not by a long shot. There exists a magical gauntlet. The 5 fingers of discount. And he holds up his hand, but it's the wrong hand. It's the hand with no thumb. So it's only 4 fingers. And he realizes, he sees, and he corrects it, and then he shakes his head, and he just, never mind. It's said that whoever wields the 5 fingers would gain mastery of ultimate thieving abilities. With but a gesture, gold and jewels fly into the gauntlet's grasp. It is about so big. He makes a vague gesture. And it is at the centre of the vault. You can't miss it. That, my friends, is the thing, the very thing, and the whole of the thing. And he casts a minor illusion of this gauntlet, and it looks it basically looks like an infinity gauntlet, but with there are more runes like sketched into it, and there are inlays of pearl and silver and platinum and various kind of like there are not just like 5 or 6 jewels studded along the. There are jewels and gems and things studded all over it. It is opulence personified. It is basically a blinged out infinity gauntlet, if such a thing is imaginable. Tomorrow night, after sunset, you lot are going to break into that mansion, find a way into the vault, and steal it for me. Take whatever booty you can find to carry with you, but remember, that gauntlet is mine. He pulls out a big, heavy chest and opens it, and he gives each of you a coin purse. And if any of you care to check it, you'll notice that it contains 1,000 gold pieces worth of gold and platinum pieces inside. Money up front. And as a bonus, if you make it out alive with the gauntlet, my gauntlet, intact. Rest the night here, scout out the building, and get supplies in the morning. Then at dusk, you go in. Questions?
Yeah, what does the gauntlet do?
What does it do? What does it do? What do you think I was just talking about? Gives you the power to steal anything.
I really appreciate Zebediah's just like, okay, so it's a glove. I get it. Good. Cool.
Yeah.
Why do I care?
I will say you will not. You won't know until the fact, but you get roll. Give me. Let me have a look here. Give me an Arcana check
For all of us.
For anyone, but Z, I know you have a proficiency in Arcana, so you can add your proficiency points to that.
I'll give it a roll.
I got an 8 total.
You have you're. Yeah, we'll come back to that. I will say that an 8 is not high enough.
Right, give me a second.
Once again, I'm playing a character that knows nothing.
Oh, 19. I do also have +2 for my Arcana.
3.
Okay. What did you get, Z?
3. I know. 3 low.
Should we go by my Arcana roll then?
How is this
Z
drunk doing better than everyone else?
Well, Z, you have a +6 to Arcana, so I assume you rolled 3 on the die, and so that will make it a 9. Yeah. Okay. And Telford, you said you had a 19, was it?
Yeah, +2, so 21.
21. You know from your connection to your patron and your understanding of sorcery that there are objects that can be imbued with magical power. You have like the idea of like a telekinetic ring is not that unusual. They exist in the world, but the idea of a gauntlet that is telekinetic but is particularly attracted to items
treasure.
of like treasure, that to you would indicate like not just that this is merely like a telekinetic artifact, but that it has multiple layers of enchantment attached to it in order to specify that it is able to pull in objects of a valuable nature, and that this would require a level of magical mastery, certainly beyond your present abilities, but possibly beyond those of even your patron.
Ooh.
Make a history check.
Okay, that's a +2 again. So just put that first, and then history is not advantage. No. 3.
Well, positives. We're getting all of our natural ones out of our system now.
Yeah, before it's life or death.
So what did you roll?
I rolled a natural one.
I will say with a natural one, you have no idea what this particular item could be. You're pretty sure it might be a vestige of divergence, but you can't be absolutely certain. In fact, you're not even 100% certain that you know what a vestige is. Where are you again?
What's a gauntlet?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, I just tuned out then for a second.
Okay.
Do I already know who do and work? Like, who are we working for?
I would say make an intelligence. Make an intelligence or a perception check.
I'll do a perception because that's better. 27.
Okay.
Oh my god, natural 20.
Oh yeah.
You see, as he is gesticulating wildly, you notice on the back of Derwin's neck some scar tissue. And with your kind of drow vision, you are able to piece together that underneath this scar tissue is something that could be a tattoo.
So he's had a tattoo removed,
or had it removed from him forcibly.
And does Myriad or Clasp have neck tattoos by any chance?
Make an intelligence check. You can use your. I believe you have a feat or a feature that might aid
I
that.
do. We sort of homebrewed a little thing because I have turned outlaw background. We said that I have criminal contacts or watcher's eye, but depending on your.
I will say because I will say watcher's eye is an appropriate use for this, and you basically all have a criminal contact. So
I have some understanding of the criminal underworld from my previous life as a sheriff, and then you can just adjust accordingly how much I know. So just an intelligence roll.
Just give me a flat intelligence roll.
That's 7 total.
I will say, without even having to roll, you would know that the clasp have a particular tattoo that they have on the back of their neck to indicate their membership, and to have it scarred over or in such a way indicates that it's possible that this is someone who has been excommunicated from the class.
Okay.
For why you couldn't say for sure, but based on what you know about the class and what you have seen of this individual, you get the impression that they've been basically designated as not worthy of killing, but definitely worthy of kicking to the curb and keeping out of the loop.
Okay.
But you get the impression that if this person was like either was either more significant or less significant, they would be dead already right
Okay, that's interesting. So the clasp had this mansion built to hide their treasure, and the Myriad have taken over this mansion in this dispute and are now sat on their treasure. And this guy keeps talking about this gauntlet as his, and has been excommunicated from the organization that has just been royally fucked by their opponent.
That is the conclusion. You are perfectly at liberty to draw
Okay.
based on the given information in front of you.
Gonna just log that for myself. Fine. Just gonna put that in the old bank.
Does anyone else have any questions or anything they want to ask the Derwin about this job?
Can I ask you a question? Would I know where that house is? Because obviously I'm a guard in the city.
Roll an intelligence check.
Okay, just a straight out intelligence.
I will say. How drunk are you?
Good question.
How drunk is your character? I should say.
I'd say it's just coming off a buzz, so close to hangover, somewhere in between.
Roll an intelligence check with disadvantage. Okay. Right.
I do have +2 with my intelligence.
Yes.
Oh,
rolling with disadvantage, so take the
8,
lower.
so 10.
Flat 10?
Flat, no, an 8 +2.
I would say even fairly drunk or, hungover as you might be, the city reasonably well. You would be able to sort of discern the location if it was pointed out to you.
Okay, cool.
But without access to a map and you'd probably be able to sort of like pick it out on a map and you would be able to go, oh, there it is. Certainly the from what you understand, yes, there are various as you say, being a guard of the city of Emon, and knowing that there are factions jostling for power in the city, that there are places in the city that are basically the headquarters of the different factions involved. So what you have here is essentially a building that was created for that purpose.
Yeah.
And that does fit the bill of at least one location that you know of. The Erudite Quarter.
Erudite Quarter.
So I know why I'm here to work with this job, but I don't know who these two boys are. Care to introduce yourselves to me?
Describe yourself. Yeah, I will say, starting with Nathan, describe yourselves for each other and for the listeners at home.
Okay, so I am playing Errol Kane. His actual name is Kane Eril. He is a drow elf from outside Kymel and was an ex-sheriff and still dresses as such. Long black leather, like herder's coat, cowboy hat. He looks very much like Ed Harris's character from Westworld if he was a drow. 2 obvious pistols on his belt. That Clint Eastwood don't give a fuck vibe. And this bizarre accent that I'm trying to do desperately and failing miserably.
You're doing perfectly fine. You're doing perfect.
But yes, that's Errol, and he, now that he knows that you two know the code as well, he looks to Zebediah with a sort of half thankful look, which for a guy as stoic as him is pretty much him giving you a hug for helping him get his money back. Like, gives you a look of like, who the fuck are you guys? And like, is this really who I'm working with?
Okay. So obviously, I'm not one to be intimidated by the riffraff. Because I am a town guard, but I'm not actually in my armor. So I'm just an average-looking guy, 6 feet tall, about 30, maybe a bit heavier. And yeah, I'm just holding I've got a spear on my back, and I may have other weapons enclosed somewhere. Nowhere painful.
And Zeke?
So I look at both of you. I introduce myself as Zebediah. I'm undiscernible age, hooded, about a bow on my back, a sword and a knife, and like the others, I've got various weapons that you can situation and trying to see where this is going to lead.
So what brings you two boys down here for this kind of job?
It gets a bit lonely in the forest, and we all need money.
Oh, bless your flower.
So he's taking money back to the forest to like the other people he knows.
I'm a ranger, like a rogue ranger. Yeah.
Mine is a sarcastic bastard, really. So. Mate, I don't know you enough to start sharing my story with you. Let's just get the job done. I like to keep my professional acquaintances purely at that.
Speaking of that, Telford, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. Okay. Well, that came out of the blue.
Okay.
Hey, sometimes it happens.
Two plus what's my wisdom? I think it's 3, isn't it? Plus 3 maybe. So it might have 5 if I'm lucky. No, 2. So that's a 4.
You are seized by a splitting migraine.
Oh, now I know where this is going.
You hear in the back of your head the voice of your patron, the bronze dragon. It is a bronze dragon, isn't it? Yes.
It is a metal dragon. It's a copper one.
It is a copper.
It's a zinc dragon.
You say
tungsten dragon.
These distinctions are important.
They are actually, yeah.
They are very important. Yes. It is a copper dragon. You hear in the back of your mind this voice. Beware. Beware.
Oh, not now, mate.
Sorry.
If we had video, you'd see me like hitting the side of my head.
Beware. And it's gone.
Okay, so with that, I'll be like, maybe we should like crack on, you know? I'm just pretending nothing happened.
I'm just going to presume that it was just drunk. Like, you come in drunk, you're slowly, like, I'm just going to presume that's that headache of a drunk man.
So at this point, the tiefling who introduced himself as Reynard, well, so long as we're going to be stuck in here all night, if anyone cares to do a bit of sparring, like work out their have a bit of practice ahead of the show tomorrow, I can make myself available to you. I am well known. I have my skills. I'm available to anyone who wants to practice. And if anyone wants to volunteer to have a little bit of a spar with Reynard, Z's gonna jump in.
Yeah, I'm happy for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see what this guy's got.
Okay. Z, what are you gonna which weapons are you gonna use?
It depends. What weapons does the Tiffany have?
He produces a staff, just like a plain wooden quarterstaff.
So I'll use my sword because I haven't got a staff of my own.
Okay.
Unless he's got a spare one.
I could give him my spear if he wants to practice.
Yeah, I'll take the spear.
Yeah. It's like, nah, mate, you can't spar with metal on wood. Here, take this, and I'll chuck you the spear.
Thank you. I'll thank him.
I love how this guy is like, I believe in professional courtesy and will not tell you my backstory. Meanwhile, this stranger is allowed to have my weapon and can play with it however he likes.
Trust me, I have powers other than weapons. My weapons are not my strengths.
You clear some space in the middle of the tavern. The door is locked, so you have the run of the tavern. Zebediah and Reynard are going to square up to each other, and Reynard says, "You seem like a nice fellow. I'll be gentle with you. Roll initiative."
So I've got a 5.
Reynard rolled a 7. 4 plus 3.
I'm just gonna do a cocky sort of like I'm just gonna flap out my my little lights and have them dancing around my hand as I'm watching, just to try and distract them.
Okay, so
told you he's an asshole.
So Renard is gonna act first in this initiative. He's going to cast Shillelagh on his quarterstaff and is going to take a swing at you. So he rolled a 14. Your armor class is a 9, so that's a hit. 5 points of damage. He's going to circle around you and kind of keep within your within melee range with you. Yeah, that's your turn. So what do you want to try to do?
I'm going to try and attack him.
Okay.
With my spear, trying to get some distance between us.
Well, this is the thing. If you move too far away, he's going to get an attack of opportunity.
Stay melee range and try and skip his leg. Try and get him on the ground.
I would say just roll your regular attack.
12.
So even with a 15, my armor class is 16, so that does not hit. You do have a bonus action.
I'm going to try and attack again.
Okay, I'll allow it.
So this time it's a 9. Plus the 3 would make it a 12.
Still no good. So you're making you're swatting at this guy, this tiefling, and he's just kind of like effortlessly dipping out of the way of your strokes, and you get the impression that he's kind of toying with you. You still have your movement.
I want to move, obviously, since I'm not making any headway with this guy.
So you're gonna. So if you can move away, but obviously that will expose you to the possibility of an opportunity attack. So you can take that risk, or you can stay put.
So I'll stay put and see and defend myself the best I can. I'm not sure how though at this moment.
Well,
how do I fight him? To be fair, like I've got my equipment, my descriptions, my abilities. Can I use any of them? Or?
So you have you've made 2 attack actions on this turn. So essentially, what you're doing here at the moment, or you can really you're just sparring at the moment. There's no, this isn't to the death, but.
This goes really wrong.
So what you basically you can so you could use your bonus action to
attack again. But then,
you can attempt to attack again. You can dash. You can disengage. You can dodge. You can cast a spell. You can grapple. You can give the help action, but or you can hide, or you can ready in action, or you can do a shove, or you can interact with an object.
okay, so there's no hiding, and a normal attack is just doing the same thing again. So I think I'll try it. I tried it twice and it didn't work.
Third time's a charm.
Okay, all right. Third time lucky then. I'll go for the attack again.
Whilst you're rolling, I'm gonna put a platinum from my bag in the middle of the table and look to Derwin and Telford with a kind of my money's on the ranger, like my money's on that guy. See if anyone wants to.
Thank you for the confidence.
So what did you roll?
5 plus the 3 makes it an 8, so that doesn't help, does it?
It's not great. It's not great.
Oh God.
So Reynard is like, I see you've got a little moxie in you. Let's see how you handle something a little more interesting. And he casts Hellish Rebuke. No, wait, no, I tell a lie. No, that only works on people that have damaged you.
So I haven't damaged.
I am so sorry.
That also sounds intense for sparring. Like, we're gonna have a little spar just to see how things are going. I cast Hellish Rebuke on you.
Believe it or not, that was the first level version. There are higher level versions.
Thank you for not using the higher level version.
Oh yes. Let me see.
Only just singeing all parts of my body rather than setting me on fire completely.
Doesn't that too much?
He's going to cast darkness.
Does that mean I can't see anything?
I would say, unless you have dark vision, which I do not believe you do. No, you do not. No, you are in total blackness. Like in a 15 feet sphere, you are in complete blackness. You cannot see anyone outside.
And they can't see us as well, or is it just me?
No, the darkness is centered on you.
Okay.
But in my head, if it's a sphere of that size, that's most of the room. It would have engulfed this table as well.
Yeah, I would have thought so, the size of it.
But I'd be able to see because I do have dark vision. If anything, you've just made things easier for me.
and I've got the dancing lights on too, Adam, so I can just send a dancing light to help him.
I'll give him. I will tell him where the other guy is as it's happening. I'll just be like, he's over there.
Do you guys want to intervene on Z's behalf?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't want to fight for him because that's like, you know, that I feel like that's just rude. But I feel
he's like our little brother now.
Have a sparring match and it's just plunged the guy in darkness. I feel like he's a bit of a dick. I'm trying to steal my money, so fuck this guy.
I send 2 dancing lights in to help him.
Do we need to roll initiative for this?
I would say since you guys are technically out of combat, you don't need to roll initiative unless you plan to like leap into the fray. I would say, Nathan, have Errol roll a perception check.
Okay. I got a natural 20.
Ooh.
Well, that would be impressive, except for the one thing. You can't see Renard anywhere. Renard has vanished.
This guy is an arsehole. So he cast darkness and then just went flump.
Did he steal anything from us?
Make a perception check.
So I rolled a 14.
You rolled a 14. So your perception is +5, so that's 19. I'm going to roll a d10 to decide what item is missing from your person. One of the pieces of gear that you have about your person. It's like an abacus. It isn't where you thought it was.
Okay.
Someone has lifted the abacus off of your person.
Is
So
the
obviously-
platinum on the table for our bet still there?
Make a perception check.
10 plus 7, 17.
It's right in front of you. It's still there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Good.
I was hoping for like a natural one. You're like, you have forgotten what platinum is and what it looks like.
No, it is still there. It is very much still there. On your passive perception and investigation, Z, I would say that you kind of conclude that, like, whatever this kind of being is doing is like that it's localized to within this area of darkness, and that you get the impression that they are able to do this only because they are currently within darkness, and that anything outside of that does not hold the same sway for them. That they are clearly able to sort of move through the shadows in a way that they can't necessarily do under natural ambient light.
So that guy threw that spell of darkness just to steal the abacus from me?
You get the impression that it was there to discombobulate.
And the sparring was just a cover.
Well, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
The guy's being a dickhead.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I feel like this guy is just being a dickhead to you.
I mean,
he's just winding you up.
Yeah, he's taking the piss, mate.
Okay, so
See, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna try and find the guy. Can I do that?
You can certainly try. Roll perception or investigation.
Okay, I'll try investigation.
Yeah, investigation for you is higher, and you have expertise.
Ooh, okay. Rolling the dice. Nah. 14.
So that's 21. You see on the ground, and as a ranger, you are used to like investigating for tracks. You see a clear disturbance in the kind of the dirt and the dust and the footprints around you. Even though you're in complete darkness, you can see and feel the disturbances in the dirt of someone who was moved back and forth in very short, erratic bursts. Make a dexterity saving throw.
So I've got 20. So I've got 22.
Was it a natural 20?
Yeah, I just rolled it and 20 came up.
Natural 20. That's great. So you, in a moment of unearthly, a sort of almost unnatural agility, you swing around and you block the blow just as it's coming down on the back of your head. The darkness disperses, like just blows away in a second. And stood there, like arched over you, is Reynard with his quarterstaff crossed against yours, and he grins and says, "Not bad," and sort of makes a kissy face at you.
The guy just stole from me. So what do you mean not bad?
Because you rolled it, basically, if you roll a 20 on the die, whatever you were going to do, you succeed at. So you have, you in darkness without seeing anything, you've blocked his next attack. So he's like, "Oh, good, like, well done. You've done a really good job there, like of blocking my attack." But you're still pissed that he's stolen your shit. Like, you're like, "I'm not sparring anymore. You stole my shit."
I mean, that may well be a perfectly reasonable reaction. Sir Reynard he dispels shillelagh from his quarterstaff, tosses it away, and he says, "Yeah, there's some good moves there." And he goes into his robes, pulls out the abacus, tosses it back to you, and is just like, "I hope it wasn't of any major significance to you."
I mean, it was on my person, so probably is.
Well,
I'm not going to tell him what it means to me. I'm just going to tell him it means something because I'm carrying it with me at the moment. If that makes sense. I'm being stoic, like.
Yeah, that's a perfectly legitimate response. Okay.
It's mine, so yeah.
I will say, well, having got that matter over, he's going to root behind the bar. He has a pack, and he pulls out for you. He pulls out another a quarterstaff, and he says, "You know what? I think you may just have earned this." And he tosses you. You can go ahead and add a vicious quarterstaff to your inventory. If there's any other business you guys want to do, or anything you want to discuss with each other before turning in for the night, now is probably the time to do it.
Yeah, I'd like to know how we're going to pull this job off, because we don't know each other. We just met. We don't know what we can do.
In good time, my dear. All in good time. We'll figure things out. We have got the whole of tomorrow to plan. And Dylan at this point chimes in and says, "Well, no. Like I said, got tomorrow to plan. I'm sure you boys are going to want to go out and do a bit of shopping, try and pick up some bits of pieces, items, things like that, potions and the lot. I notice you don't have any healers. Well, it's no big deal. It's all by the way. I happen to know a fella, you see. There's a shop up to Flint's Arcanelia. There's a fellow there by the name of Diophanes Flint. You go to him. He owes me a favor, you see. Ask for him, and he'll give you a nice little discount if you see my name to him. Sean, Clifford, you would know as well that most adventurers in the city, if they're going to go anywhere to shop for supplies, they will typically go to Gilmore's Glorious Goods.
That's it. I am aware of Gilmore's Glorious Goods.
So you have options in terms of like where you could go, potentially potion shopping. So that is something that you could do. Reynard states his intention that he is going to go and case the mansion ahead of the job. But he is going. But he says he's going to go alone.
I think it'd be better if we all go case the joint.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Four people all standing around gawping at, a mansion that is the home to a criminal syndicate? Yes, of course, that's very low key. No, thank you, boys. I do my best work on my own.
He does have a point there.
He may well have a point about us all being gawpers if we all go together, but I don't trust this one slip.
Yeah.
No, I don't trust him either.
Anyone who wants to follow Reynard. Make a persuasion check.
Can I ask a quick question before I do that? You said that it was a place that's prime for rebuilding. So are they still building stuff around it?
Oh, no. It has since been rebuilt. This was rebuilt at the time. So at the time, so you are 30 years on from the era of the Chroma Conclave. During that period, and you would all know this because you all live in the world. This is part of your shared history. The Chroma Conclave annihilated Emon. They reduced the Cloud Top district to rubble and cinder and ashes and lava. And it was essentially yes, acid and ice but mostly fire. Thordak turned the center of Emon into his roost, and that created scars across the land that are still healing even to this day. And so after his defeat, even though rebuilding efforts were ongoing, because of the arcane nature of Thordak and the influence that he brought, there are parts of the city that are still very resistant to rebuilding because there are rifts between the prime material plane and the fire elemental plane, that there is bleed over, and every now and again weird elemental monsters, fire creatures will just bleed through into this reality and cause trouble, albeit fairly briefly. Most of them do not survive very long, but this area was a part of the city that was essentially just completely flattened by Thordak during his conquest of Emon some 30 years ago. So it has since been rebuilt, but there are parts of the city that are still. It's like any construction project. These things go through cycles.
Okay, so it's not what
contract gets dropped.
Yeah, what I was thinking is that to case it, we could go as construction people. But if it's already finished, then that won't work.
The building itself has long been finished. It is it is a completed building. Yeah, no. So you would be casing the neighborhood in the vicinity if you were to do that.
Right.
So,
yes, then we can't all just go together as a big horde.
No. That would be way too conspicuous. But yeah, if you want to attempt to convince Reynard to let you tag along with them, go ahead and roll persuasion.
Well, I give Zebediah a look as a kind of like, someone's got to go along with him. Do you want to be that guy? Like, can I sort of do that?
I mean, Zebediah might be a little bit petty because he stole something from me, and I would love to have the chance to put him in his place.
Technically, Reynard stole from both of you.
I was saying, Reynard hasn't stolen anything from me. I'm a town guard. I can go with him.
Okay, all of you make persuasion checks.
I already did it, and I got 8 total.
I got 7 total, 4 and 3. So yeah, we're not going.
Come on, Zeb. Come on, Z.
19 on the dice.
With well, I will say that if it's 19 on the roll, that's perfectly fine. So that would be persuasion, but with a 19, that passes the DC. Reynard rolls his eyes and says, "Fine, under protest, but you better be able to keep up." At this point, Derwin also pulls out another chest. It's a smaller one. And he opens it up. And inside are a number of pieces of jewelry. They appear to be earrings. And he says, "This'll come in handy." And he hands one to each of you. And it's a small earring with a small, almost like a bead or a pearl at the end. And he says, "This will help you communicate with each other across great distances. You just touch your ear when you want to speak to one another. And as long as you're within, I think it's about 500, about 500 feet of each other, you should hear one another. But on those back, they're bloody expensive." Yes, so each of you has access to an earring of whisper, which basically, as said there, if you wish to communicate with members of the group silently, without anybody else hearing you, you'll be able to communicate with each other within 500 yards. So if you're within 500 yards of each other, you will be able to be heard.
You have to whisper, or you have to be loud? Can we just whisper?
No. You can speak at normal volume, but only the people. But as long as you are touching the earpiece, only the people wearing them will be able to hear.
They're like a magical.
It's like a localized. It's a magical earpiece essentially. So if there's no other business before the end of the night, we will move on to Act 2.
At last, I have reached the tallest peak in all the world, where the wisest person lives. Finally, I'll get the answers I seek.
Welcome, I am the wisest person in the world. Ask me your question.
What is my purpose in life? What should I be doing to achieve pure happiness?
You must stream Game Master Monday.
Come again?
Game Master Monday, the bi-weekly podcast that plays a new one-shot in a new system in a new setting with a new cast every episode. Listening to their funny jokes and wild stories is the only path to happiness, my child.
Sick! I'm going to go home and binge the whole thing right now.
What a nice kid. Oh dear, he fell off the mountain. Now they'll never know how good Game Master Monday is.
You have the daylight hours to prepare for the day ahead. So there was some talk of potentially potion shopping, and some talk of Renard going off to scout out the mansion, and people potentially scouting out Renard. How is that going to play out? Who's doing what? Who's going where?
Well, I'm thinking that I will take, I'll ask Zeb if we can go together to find something to carry all this loot in. Would my character be aware that bags of holding exist?
I would say that it's reasonable to assume that you would know what a bag of holding is.
Right, so I think we should go and have a hunt for some bags of holding, because there's going to be so much stuff, and there's only 3 of us. So we'll go and do the shopping.
While you're doing the shopping.
Yeah, so me and Zeb will go off and do the shopping, and you and Reynard go and case the joint.
So Telford is going to follow Reynard.
Yes. Yeah, that's the plan. But I'm gonna give you guys like some of my stash just in case he tries to steal it.
I mean, so here's the thing. Reynard didn't agree to going with Sean. You as Telford rolled what for persuasion?
7.
So yeah, no. Reynard is just like, no, you are too drunk and too obvious. You will not blend in. You go shopping. Ranger boy, you can come with me. I can handle.
What do you guys think about that?
I just sort of look at Zeb like, well, I hope you have an opportunity to just smack this guy around the back of the head at some point.
Yeah, mate, you better give us some of your loot then.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm going to give you half my loot in case he does something like that again.
You boys better behave.
Alright, so we've taken some of the stash.
So Zeb is going with Renard, or is going shopping?
I'm going with Renard.
You're gonna attempt to keep pace with Renard.
Yes.
Okay, we'll resolve that in a second. We'll
go shopping because I know where to go shopping for potions.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys head out into.
I'm going with Renard.
You're gonna attempt to keep pace with Renard.
Yes.
Okay, we'll resolve that in a second. We'll
go shopping because I know where to go shopping for potions.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys head out into Emon during the daytime. It is bustling. There is a bit of the vibe is a little bit off because the city is in the midst of a lot of unrest because of the gang war between the Myriad and the class, but it is still Emon. It is still a bustling cityscape. Sorts of beautiful shops and marketplaces and
how much money do we actually have between us then on these?
Well, you have. I would say you would have whatever you had listed on your character sheet plus 1,000 gold.
Oh wow, that's all right.
I had 130, so I've got 1,130 plus whatever we took from Zeb to make sure that he has something to come back to.
Oh, so we took 500, so we got an extra 250 each then.
So wait, are you gonna spend the money I gave you, or am I gonna come back to that?
You'll come back to that. I won't spend it. I'll make sure your money's in good hands, boy. And then I just look and there's just this tongue I go like, I have money now.
So where are you gonna go? Where are you guys gonna go? You were given so on the one hand, you know that Gilmore's Glorious Goods is a pretty good standby for adventuring goods. However,
but I also know it's very expensive.
Oh, well, that's
do a deception.
But you also have an inn with this place that Derwin mentioned, Flint's Arcanalia. And
right, let's go head off to this Flint's, boy. I just head off because I just hope this guy's just going to listen to what I say because I don't want to have to listen to this guy. It's like, we're going to Flint's now.
Oh, no worries, old man.
I am only 100 and so. I am only 570 years old.
Yeah, mate, I can tell.
Okay. So you arrive at this slightly tumble down potion shop. It looks as though it's been recently burgled, perhaps, or has just or else has been vacated fairly recently. You know, there does seem to be someone inside. The nature of this place strikes you as somewhat odd, and you head in. And there's a tall, skinny, rather thin, kind of scraggly, bearded-looking fellow with a crooked wizard hat sat behind the counter with a very dejected kind of slump on. And at the sound of the tinkling of the doorbell, he immediately hops up and straightens his hat, and he's just like, "Oh, good day, Flint's Arcanalian Magical Supplies. How can I be of service to you today?"
Derwin
He's smiling, and you see the big smile on his face instantly falls.
I had a feeling this was going to happen.
I like to Nathan's character, mate, you're about as subtle as a brick to the face.
Oh, Derwin. Yes, well, we can't all be held accountable for the company that we keep. Oh, well, right. What are you in the market for, gentlemen? Potions? Things of that sort? I happen to have a number of healing potions, as well as one or two items of a more interesting variety. And he pulls out a rack of about 6 or 7 vials of liquid. And he says, here we have, we've got 3 greater potions, 2 superiors, very useful. And over here we have 2 somewhat interesting ones. We have this one, and he pulls out a particular potion. So we have 1 potion of invisibility, very useful for people who I assume are less than legal. And
yeah, we'll take it all, mate.
So at that, I look at him and I go like, you think that I've got a problem with subtlety?
One moment, sir. And we also have 1 potion of flight. This will allow you to fly through the air with the greatest of ease.
Shotgun.
Before we take all of these things, you act like you've got a bit of a problem with this Derwin fella.
Make an insight check.
I'm listening in as well, so I'll
Yeah, both of you give me an insight check.
Oh my god, I got a 9 total.
yeah, I got a 4 total.
What's wrong with my guy today? I've got like proficiency +4. Like that's with +7. Like what the hell? Like okay, the Australian is distracting me.
What did you roll again, Nathan?
2.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 as well.
You have no idea what the deal is between him and Derwin, but there is enough there to infer that it is. Yeah.
Well, if you have a problem with this guy, why are you helping him out for?
Well, you see, it is not a very good time to be living in this city. Things at work, gentlemen. Things at work. But small businesses like myself, well, the less said, the better. You're welcome to make another insight check. Based on it. I will give you another chance.
That's real bad.
18. I got an 18 total.
14.
Okay, I will say, on a 15 or higher, you perceive that Flint is clearly scared of something.
Okay.
Yeah, he's obviously scared of Derwin losing money or something. So, look, we can help you with that. Just sell us your potions.
That is what, like, out of just this is just me saying that's already happening. like, that's his job. Like, he's gonna do that bit of this, whatever is happening.
Devin's just being an arsehole.
We'll help you if you continue doing the thing you were already doing.
You're a very strange gentleman, I do admit. You dishonor me, Sam. I am a wizard.
Oh yeah, maybe I could get a hat as cool as yours.
All right. Enough horseplay. Right. Now, for the 3 greater healing potions, that is 300 gold pieces each. For the superior, which we have 2, that is 500 apiece.
Okay, I'm going to try and intimidate him to bring down the prices.
The invisibility. let me finish. The invisibility potion. The invisibility potion is 2,500, and the flying potion is 4,500 gold pieces. Now, I could be convinced to. Since you are friends of Derwin, I could make a modest reduction in the price for each potion, or give you a flat rate of, say, 8,000 for the entire stock.
Right, so we don't have that, do we? Because we only have 2,000 and a bit.
Yeah,
this is me
about
just
2,500. Yeah.
Now we're having to do maths, so now everything's going to slow down considerably.
I think he could knock off a bit more like that than that.
When he says that, I lean forward on the bar in an intimidating fashion, like on the counter.
Make an intimidation check.
Good, because I have lots of that. I'm proficient.
That's true.
7, 8, 9. Yeah, boy. I am intimidating. Gonna get a natural 1. 23 total.
Oh, and seeing him doing that, I'm gonna add to mine as well because I'm quite good at intimidation. Right, let's see. And I'm proficient in it. So 18 plus 6 plus 3, so 27.
Somehow you're more intimidating.
I will say, between you, you are able to haggle the price down. You haggle him down to 4,000.
Well, we still don't have that. So,
well, my character can actually cast invisibility, so invisible potion's not really that important to me, but you two might need it. And if we're sneaking in, actually, we should probably keep the invisibility potion.
And bear in mind, you also have 4 other members of the team. It's a 4-person team. Each of you got 1,000 gold. Okay, so roll me a fresh insight based on this.
10 total.
What about you, Sean?
16.
Again, you get the impression that that Flint is clearly scared. On an insight of 10, you would be able to glean that the prices are steep, but it's not outright duplicity. Instead, you get the impression of a man reeking of desperation and clearly trying to make whatever money he can in a city that was formerly, bustling, but has very quickly become a very hostile environment for trade. And I will say, on that higher insight, you are starting to get the impression that maybe this guy is being leaned on by somebody, and that maybe that is the root of why he is so desperate for coin in this scenario.
Because we could give him a cut of what we get.
Oh, but then we don't want to buy.
Here's 1,000 now. You can take that straight up. Whatever happens, we take this. We'll bring back anything we don't use, and if you've got a bag of holding back there, we'll give you a bit of what we get.
I do not have a bag of holding, sir. I'm afraid that is not within my inventory. Sorry. And even then, 1,000 gold, it barely covers the overhead. You would have to roll a very high persuasion check to get to 1,000.
Persuasion or intimidation?
Your choice. Your choice.
Okay.
I will say, but
okay. I'm just gonna scare the shit out of it. Oh no, I did not. That's why.
I'm gonna. I think we're on the same mental wavelength here, so I'm gonna do it as well. Oh boy, 19. Okay. 28 in total.
28
28 in total. 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 28 in
It's high. It's not quite high enough.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. What if we give him 2,000 and then do what Nathan said?
4,000 gold. Take it or leave it, gentlemen.
Can I do an Arcana check on him to make sure he doesn't have any magic shields?
Go ahead, make an Arcana check.
It's not my greatest one. This is just
DM who knows that something
fine. It's only your
should
own
not
time to
happen
waste.
is about to.
20. Nat 20.
You hit a nat 20.
I hit a nat 20. Yeah.
You do not sense any shields, magic, or otherwise around.
I'm awfully tempted to us overpower him and tie him up and take the potions without him.
Like, I put my hand on his chest and because I can feel this beginning to happen, and we're not doing that. No, back down. No, we're not doing that. Okay.
Okay, can I rejig that 20 into an intimidation?
No, you would have to roll a new. I would say, yeah.
And I do whatever is needed to do the thing I want.
You guys have hit you've hit the wall of what you can do in terms of intimidating or persuading this person.
We don't need flight. We don't need flight. We only need one invisibility, I think. I don't think we need tons of them.
Okay. Because I can turn invisible if necessary.
You can turn invisible anyway.
We should have one for each of us, just in case all three of us need to go invisible.
And then that I think is okay.
Yeah. So we'll have the two invisibility potions.
Yeah.
And how many healing potions has he got?
So there is one invisibility potion, which is 2,500 gold, 2,500 gold.
Okay.
And then there are 3 greater healing, which are 300 apiece, and 2 superior, which are 500 apiece.
2,500 plus 900 is 3,400. And what was the last one? I'm doing this all in my head.
Superior. It's a superior healing.
Superior is 500.
Okay, so
if we take the
look at 3,900. So he's trying to rip us off by saying 4 grand. Yeah, mate, I've just done my maths here.
As I say, based on your insight, based on your insight checks.
We've got to rob a mansion later, and we're like, no, we will give you far less than everything that is worth. And the guy's like, no, we've got to rob a place next. We can't even do a shop.
You've already stopped me from doing that,
I think you guys are underestimating how desperate this man.
This is the longest shop interaction that has ever happened.
Yeah, so sorry, Z. So sorry.
I'm enjoying this whole thing, by the way. Just love it.
I'm glad this is amusing to you. We will come back to you shortly.
Can we buy some things? Yes. How much are they? This much. We don't have that. Okay. Well, we'll just keep saying those numbers until you agree.
Yeah. Bear in mind, you also have another shop you can potentially go to.
Oh, is this Gilmore's Glorious Goods? Is this like a Walmart for potions? Is it like a chain, or is it another nice?
It kind of is a chain. Well, here's the thing, Gilmore is known throughout the lands. Gilmore is what would you call it?
Gwyneth Paltrow sailing on this magical web?
No.
It's Goop.
No. Fuck no.
Gilmore's glorious Goop.
No. I will murder the pair of them. No.
This is why I wanted to go with Zeb, because I knew that this would happen if it was me and Sean going to a shop.
Gilmore is like the
He's the biggest entrepreneur. He's the name for exotic goods and all magical.
Gilmore is an entrepreneur.
Magical authority.
He is well known across the land. Not only is he a renowned merchant, but also a hero of Emon and Taldore. He helped resist the Chroma Conclave. He was responsible for shielding Whitestone during that period. He was present during the rise of the Whispered One. He is legendary.
Right, so what potion do we sacrifice?
I don't think we need that many health potions. We don't need flight. Let's take the invisibility on one of the health potions. Keep the rest of the gold. Because my worry is that we spend everything that we've got and then we fail and we're like, we just have no money. Like, I want something out of this. I want my down payment to at least have some of that still.
So Flint is basically like 4,000 gold, take it or leave it.
We need the invisibility, we need one of the health potions, and we'll leave the rest, because I think we'll be okay.
So it was invisibility, and was it the greater or the superior health potion?
The cheaper one.
You know, gentlemen, you don't strike me as very professional. I get the feeling that you're not going to survive very long in the presence of this Derwin. Well, what's your loss? Now, one greater healing plus one invisibility. That would be, personally, I make it 2,800. But yes, let's call it 2,500 for the two.
Well, we can do that, but I just want to see if I give Nathan the money,
for a number that
no, Nathan, you're going to pay him, and I'm going to try and steal anything from the shop. He's distracted.
My character is unaware of this plan.
No, but I give you the money. This is what I'm plotting, okay?
Okay. So I'm like, there you go.
And then, is there anything worthy of stealing out that I have a chance of getting at him?
There are the other potions you could try and lift.
They're right next to him, aren't they?
Make a sleight of hand check.
Whoa, okay. That's not my strongest suit.
You got like cast minor illusion.
It's your risk.
Like make them.
I do have minor illusion. I could see that.
Like, so you snatch it and then like do an Indiana Jones.
I would say, Kath, okay, if you're gonna Kath, if you want to cast minor illusion, roll sleight of hand with advantage.
With advantage, okay, yeah, because minor illusion's my cantrip. So okay, we'll roll it with advantage.
Yeah. And then you do like in Indiana Jones. You stop the moment.
Yeah, that's not worked.
What's the higher of the two D20 rolls?
7.
He sees out of the corner of his eye, reaching for, and he just like slaps your hand. It's just like, I can see that I am within a den of here. I apologize, gentlemen. Business is closed for the day. Good day. And he cast some magic, and sort of like the shutters of the shop roll down. The potions that you were about to hand over the gold for are whisked away back into the bowels of the shop, and you are thrust out of the door.
Do we at least have our money?
A pouch of gold bounces out of the door and
Oh
lands.
my god. Right, I slap this guy. I slap Telford.
No, it was worth a shot. He was robbing us. Right, let's go find somewhere else. I know another patient's shop.
On that note,
Telford and Errol's little double axe is over.
I can safely say that the Clint Eastwood vibe that I was aiming for has been thrown unceremoniously out of many windows.
Z, you still with us?
Yes, I'm listening to this whole thing.
Sorry for making you backseat for a while there, but
It's okay. It's actually...
Meanwhile, as this is going on in one part of the city, you and Renard head off in a different direction. You are wending your way through the city, and Emon, it has had some scars from the years that have passed, and obviously what occurred during the era of the conclave has irreparably damaged the city. But there is still a life and beauty and wonder, and people live in the city, and there is something inspiring about that. And you see Renard sort of proceeding along the avenues and the boulevards of the city, with sort of with a little bit of a spring in his step, and he turns and cocks a grin at you a few times and says, "Well, what brings you to this fine city?"
Well, I'm not going to tell you the truth, so I'm just going to say I'm here for the same reason as you.
I assure you that is not possible.
Why not?
Because if you were here for the same reason as me, you would be a very different person. Do you happen to know who I am?
I just met him, so no, not really, actually.
The name Reynard X Tea Leaf doesn't mean anything to you? Never heard of me?
Should I have?
Make an intelligence check.
I've got a 17 plus 3. Is that 20? That's 20. Not a natural 20, but 20. 17.
Yeah, dirty 20. I would say on a dirty 20, you vaguely recall hearing of a certain red-skinned tiefling. You have roamed, throughout the lands, and as you think of it, you do realize the name Renard does come back to you. So very little is known of the origins of this tiefling who goes by the name of Reynard X Tiefling. You know that he goes by this name and many other names, but that he also bristles at being called a thief. He prefers burglar. But he does have a significant rap sheet across the length and breadth of Tal'Dorei and beyond. This person has been connected to a string of high-profile thefts across Emon's erudite quarter and merchant districts, as well as the jailbreak of several prominent criminals from the Black Bastille in the city, the theft of a valuable family heirloom from the former Margrave of Westron, the seduction and financial ruin of a prominent Kymel businessman's wife and daughter.
Yeah.
Wherever Reynard goes, chaos ensues.
So So is this guy basically highly wanted by everyone? Should I be careful being seen with him?
I mean, that's for you to discern. I mean, the other thing to consider is, and you saw with your own eyes, this man can look like anyone. He can also blend into the shadows. As that occurs, you hear the sound of the morning bells of the city ringing, and a group of worshippers come out of a temple, and in that brief moment of distraction, so I need you to make a perception check.
Okay. I threw a 15, so that's +5, right? Dirty 20. I remember.
So dirty 20 versus my versus myself.
This is not a spell of darkness again, is it?
No. So you, just out of the corner of your eye, catch Reynard shift sideways into the crowd and start to dart away in a direction. What do you do?
Okay. I follow him. Yes. Can I?
Yeah.
I mean, I can see that walking is 30 feet speed. Is that?
So yeah, you can use your full movement. Your full movement is 30. His is 30 as well. So I would say you're keeping pace with each other, but so now we're into the challenge element of this. So you're tailing him. He has obviously just tried to break line of sight with you. If you lose line of sight with him, you will have 3 chances to reacquire it. You've got your eye on. I'm pretty sure you know that it's him, but you can see his form kind of shifting and changing from one person to the other, and you hit an intersection, and a bunch of construction workers cross in front of you, and it's like The Departed. You're trying to keep pace with this person and keep line of sight and sort of like not lose them in the crowd. Roll another perception.
Okay. 12 +5 makes 17.
17. That's a natural 20. You.
Oh god. So I lose sight of him.
20. Yeah, you lose sight of him. But you have a chance to catch up.
Okay.
You're going to keep moving. Keep scanning for him. Roll another perception check.
+5 makes 10.
That's 2 fails. What do you do?
I've got to try again. I have no choice. I need to find him.
Roll another perception check.
14 +5, 19.
You find yourself. You are running at this point. You are running through the streets, trying desperately, looking to the left, to the right. You're scanning, using every element of your senses as a ranger. But you are used to the forest. You are used to the calmness, the stillness, and the natural order of nature, giving you the ability to sort of like see things that don't belong. This is a city. This is stone and brick and mortar and people's feet, like endlessly marching to and from, and there are so many bodies everywhere, and just everything is so crammed in and so chaotic. And then you sense something off to the side, just over your shoulder, and Reynard is right there, and he says, "Looking for somebody?"
Come on, he's just taking the piss at this point.
Reynard the dick.
Yeah, Reynard the dick. This does not help our relationship trying to work together.
So Reynard is just like, look,
a giant dick.
Zed. And and he's just going to get in uncomfortably close, and just say, "Look, Zach, I'm not asking you to trust me. I don't trust anyone. But if you're going to follow someone, at least be competent about it. Yeah."
I mean, can he be more of a dick at this point? He just told me that I'm shit at what I do.
Look, I can turn invisible and look like anyone I want to. I'm just saying, I am perfectly, built for what this job is. There is no shame in admitting that you are not suited to this type of environment.
Okay, fair enough.
Just bear that in mind. The job ahead.
He could have just told
That's
me
all I'm
instead of
saying.
doing this whole trick. Okay,
Well, look at it this way. Some people need to be told, and some people need to be shown. You know what I mean?
yeah, I guess so.
He gives you a little wink and a kiss on the cheek, and he's like, "Bye, dear," and disappears into the crowd.
Do I have to go find this guy again? Or is he going to show up behind that?
How little have we achieved across the board? Like from the moment we started to now, we need to rob this place. We have no potions. We have no other things. We've been given a quarterstaff, but the guy's now run away and we've lost him. Like what have we achieved?
I wish I could answer that.
I admit, I was hoping we would have more under our belt, but by this point in the night, but that's just a hand
everything by now.
So we find ourselves. Within the center of the city of Emon. We have Telford and Errol having failed to intimidate
things.
Having failed to intimidate a shopkeeper who, per your contact, was going to give you a discount.
But not a discount.
A significant discount. But
You can afford the discount.
Well, I mean, you could have got on the. In any case, that's now your only hope is to potentially make your way to Gilmore's Glorious Goods and hope that you get a better deal there.
We should just pickpocket everyone on the way.
Meanwhile, Zebediah is there in the middle of this bustling square in Emon.
Trying to find this guy.
Kind of at a loss, kind of left, sort of standing in the middle of this town square, sort of baffled by this red-skinned tiefling. Basically has run rings around all of you.
At last, I have reached the tallest peak in all the world, where the wisest person lives. Finally, I'll get the answers I seek.
Welcome. I am the wisest person in the world. Ask me your question.
What is my purpose in life? What should I be doing to achieve pure happiness?
You must stream Game Master Monday.
Come again.
Game Master Monday, the bi-weekly podcast that plays a new one-shot in a new system in a new setting with a new cast every episode. Listening to their funny jokes and wild stories is the only path to happiness, my child.
Sick! I'm going to go home and binge the whole thing right now.
What a nice kid. Oh dear, he fell off the mountain. Now they'll never know how good Game Master Monday is.
So you've just been ejected forcibly from Flint's Arcanalia and Magical Supplies. You're currently dusting yourselves off in the middle of the street. What do? He said expectantly.
I slapped Telford around the back of the head as if all of that was his fault.
Oh, mate, come on. And I just push a passerby. Oi! Yeah, I'm watching you.
Roll a sleight of hand check. Since you are in a built-up city street. And there is a higher than normal guard presence because there is currently a gang war going on in the city.
Oh dear.
This is the price you pay for shenanigans.
3.
I'm actually going to, you know what? I am actually going to roll a physical dice for this. Because
I mentioned 20 of Doom shit.
You give this civilian a shove. Well, what you think is a civilian, it turns out that this is actually one of the members of the city guard. They turn around, make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
On both of us because I'm nearby.
Charisma saving.
Sean or
plus 6. So I got
plus 6.
Oh, I got a natural 1.
We can go back and scotch this, or do you want me to honor this choice that you've made?
I think we have to honor it because that's like it's the fate of the dice in the story, right? Like it's about.
That's not a great start, is it? A 3 and a 1. Even my plus 6 couldn't save me.
I'm going to do you one last favor here. Sean, are you currently wearing your uniform or any parts of your uniform? Would you be recognizable?
I'll be holding a spear. And maybe they recognize the spear as a standard issue spear. Or it's strapped to my back or something.
Make a persuasion roll.
Okay. Alrighty. 12. 9 plus 3.
There is a brief glimmer of annoyance and then recognition. I'm going to say on a passive insight of 12, which is what you have, you do not recognize this particular individual, but you know your own reputation amongst the barracks well enough to sort of know that you would sort of be recognized as kind of the dead weight, the albatross of the Emon City Guard. Okay. You are free to play into this if you so wish.
Oh, mate, sorry about that. This bloody wizard in here, he's not a great bloke. He just threw us out. I'm really sorry, mate. But it's good to see you. How's the family?
Fine. Doing all right there, Tunford?
Yeah, mate. Just had a few bevies and, had a little bit too much. And then, this stupid wizard. I mean, but my mate here, he's cool.
Yeah. Looks like it. Anyway, listen, Two Flower. I got to get back on my patrols here. A lot of gang activity. You're gonna be around the barracks later.
Oh yeah, mate. I'll be.
Yeah, that's
around.
Great. Goodbye.
All right, see you.
And he just saunters off.
I think that was like he threw us a bone.
Telford Cornflower's reputation precedes him.
Right. Sorry about that, Errol. I think I got to watch my step.
I'm going to steal the words of the DM, but I feel like Errol would exactly say that to Telford of like, looks like your reputation preceded you there.
Mate, I told you, you gotta know me.
There's a glimmer in Errol's eye from his days of knowing like criminal contacts and things of like, even though this guy is evidently an idiot, there must be something going on with this guy. Otherwise, that would have been just a nightmare situation. So there's a moment of like, okay, that maybe this guy is a contact that's worth having. Maybe this is more of a, an act.
Feel free to roll an insight check versus Sean's deception or persuasion.
Ooh, 25.
And I got 17 total.
We're wasting our big rolls.
It's kind of hard to read.
I'm really bad at being a sheriff if I can't read a slightly drunk man.
Oh, but I'm a clever one.
Right, so in my head, Errol then picks up his hat, dusts it down, and starts heading in the direction where he thinks the other shop that was mentioned, Gilmore's place. And I look back at Telford with a kind of like, right, we need to get hop to it.
Aye, sir.
I will say no roll needed. Sean, you would know where Gilmore's is as a resident of Emon. And when you get to it, Gilmore's is impossible to miss. It is this like a one or two story building, but it is swathed on the outside beneath long, sort of dark purple and blue and gold pieces of fabric, like tapestries. And you have the big sign out in front, Gilmore's Glorious Goods, with a picture of a sort of rearing unicorn, signs, saying half price this, and, the typical marquee sale stuff, and a warm, inviting light emanating from within. And as you enter, you see, as you may well see before you, also, again, the interior of this, it is very much sort of TARDIS-esque in its proportions. It is much larger on the inside, and you see like there are tiers and stacked kind of levels to this shop. There are racks and racks and racks of various potions and elixirs and tinctures and weapon racks and provisions and all sorts. It is essentially the Walmart of Exandria. There is a desk with a cash register and various kind of knickknacks and gewgaws. There is a half-elven, slightly severe, slightly mousy woman with thick, round glasses stood behind a till, and just beyond her is a bead curtain, which leads further into perhaps a back room or some sort of stock area or some other kind of staff area that is not visible to you. She is scribing away something on a whatever the equivalent of a legal pad would be, and she was like, "May I help you, gentlemen?"
Is there anyone else here? Or is it just us two and the woman?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Both of us?
If you wish, yeah.
Oh, I got a natural 20. 25 total.
I got a natural 1.
What's going to happen?
Errol is blindsided by the array of material here. He is just practically snowblind with how much stuff there is. You come from Kaimal, where everything is like, there is a very big disparity between the high and the low there, but it is very hard scrabble, and it is, you don't tend to see a lot of luxury. Telford, you have not been in here before. You've never had cause to go in here before, per se, and rarely had the budget to as well. But you instantly clock that it's a quiet day. It's just you two and this tell her. You get on. I will say on a natural 20, you do see some vague movement behind the bead curtain.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense to me that, like you said, like Errol's used to dusty saloon towns and criminal underworlds and, back rooms, drug dens and, nothing good.
Yeah.
And this is like this is a shop. Like the apothecary back where he's from is going to be like a few shelves and some glass bottles, which have probably been there since time immemorial.
Like I say, it is the Walmart of high fantasy. It is just like everything under one roof that any adventurer could possibly want.
In my head, then he would ignore what she says and just pick something at random up from the shelf. Like what? Like what? Like a bottle or as you say, a Gigor. Like he's just like, what is this?
Telford, you notice that at the sight of Errol touching the merchandise, she sort of like clicks her tongue slightly and seems a little put out by this. Paying customers get to touch the merchandise, boys.
Oh, sorry about him. He lives underground. Hi, how you doing? We're just looking to pick up a few supplies. What have you got on the table for us? We got plenty of gold to share.
I would definitely also put down my stuff, whatever I've got, and just like make an apologetic gesture and be like, yeah, sorry. Like not saying it, but like just like, okay.
And then I can just shoot you sort of like an amused glance, like
yeah, there'd be some like with that. I think Errol's definitely going to feel a bit like a fish out of water at this point. And there's going to be a little bit of that, like, I used to be like a sheriff of a major town, and now I'm realizing how small of a fish I am.
That's it. So I've just gotta be Telford his normal self. Just chill out.
Telford is apparently either too drunk or too stupid to feel self-conscious.
Little from color,
and that is a perfectly legitimate choice.
Yes.
So at the mention of money and things, the rustling behind the curtains that you previously heard suddenly stops. You hear a voice from the back call to this clerk. Sherry, darling, is that the sound of new customers with fresh money in their pockets, I hear? And she rolls her eyes and she says, yes, Gilmore. And in an instant, out of the curtains, exploding in a display of prestidigitation of sparks and arcane wind and all this stuff, comes this dark-skinned, slightly over middle-aged, long dark-haired, with the trim goatee and the purple and gold robes with the deep V-neck that kind of comes almost all the way down to the belly button. He's not chiseled. He's got a little bit of a paunch, but he conducts himself with the posture and the attitude of someone who just owns themselves and everything around them. And into the shop, in this kind of fanfare, comes Gilmore himself, the man, the myth, the legend. Welcome to Gilmore's glorious goods. And oh my, tall, dark, and two for the price of one. How may I service you today, gentlemen?
Mate, I think you're seeing double. There's only one. No, Mr. Gilmore, it is an honor to meet you. You're one of my heroes.
Go on.
Oh, just the way that you helped Vox Machina defeat the Chromer Conclave. It was just it's just great to meet you. But it's nice to to come and see you.
Good times, good times. I see you appear to be in the need of some equipment, You tell me, what is the nature of your business in Emon? I swear, and he points at Talbot, I swear I've seen you around somewhere. I think I saw your name on a poster. Wasn't it something called Wanted or...
I don't think so.
Oh, no. That's
Mr. Gilmore, not yet.
Must be a case of mistaken identity.
Well, you're a man of discretion. We have a couple of things that we need to do, completely above board, but mostly. We just need. I'm quite aware that I don't think we've got any support in our group, so we're kind of looking for healing potions and things like that.
Oh, healing potions! I can definitely provide you with. We have a stock at the moment, and he puts like a finger to one ear, as if he's listening for something. He's just like, "Oh, boys, did you just get kicked out of Flint's Archinalia? Oh, this is just precious."
Yeah, he was a bit of a dick, wasn't he?
Oh, he's a massive bellend, darling. Total upstart, constantly. I mean, look, I understand. I feel for the poor boy. He's clearly having a bad time of things, but it's just like he's such a sad sack all the time. It's just like, why?
We did have a difference of opinion.
A difference of opinion? What kind of difference of opinion?
Kind of opinion that differs.
Oh, well, the way he seems to put it, it would appear you were trying to steal his merchandise whilst in direct view of him, after you'd already tried to haggle him down to a much lower price.
See, this is what we mean by a difference of opinion.
I hope, dear boys, that I won't suffer the same fate. You won't find me anywhere near as easily dismissed as Mr. Flint. And you see a slight arcane glyph of an eye glowing on the center of his forehead. And he tips you a little wink.
Oh, mate, that's freaky.
What do I know about, because I am not up to date with Vox Machina as a player. So
roll intelligence.
Roll intelligence. Let me have it.
Roll an intelligence check. Or no, better still, roll a history check.
14.
You've been around. You're old enough to know. You know the circumstances surrounding the events of the Chromacol Enclave. They've impacted Kymel, so where you're from. You know that Vox Machina killed the Conclave. You know that Gilmore may or may not have been mixed up in that. He is a citizen of Emon in good standing who has lived here for many decades at this point. And looking at him, he is looking a little grayer and a little wider in the paunch, but he is still Gilmore. He is still the same man. And you get the impression that to run the business that he has and to have been involved in the level of things that he is attributed to, this is a man not to be trifled with and not to be underestimated.
So I would have a respect for this guy, like in the same way that what Telford said about like him protecting everyone, like during the former conclave. Like there's historical. This man has historical significance for Errol. Like he's not.
He's a known figure. He is in the same way that Mordenkainen or Lehman in the sort of the mainline D&D mythology are wizards of high esteem, and they have books and they have spells that are named for them. You have Lehman's Tiny Hut, you have Mordenkainen's Monster Menagerie, things
Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Tasha's Hideous Laughter, exactly. These are if you are known for something as a wizard, chances are you will have something named after it. And Gilmore's Glorious Goods is not a single store in Tal'Dorei. It is a franchise that has suffered some setbacks due to the events of the Chroma Conclave, but it is a respected brand. Okay. And he is a figure of wide renown and a respected member of Emon's commercial clique.
Cool. Yeah,
he is a respectable businessman.
Cool. So, yeah, my guy's age in human years is 47, which makes him about 570 elf years. So this guy would definitely know all of what you've just said.
Yeah, he would have been 17 when it all
around.
Yeah,
depending on how much time you spent above ground, you certainly would have heard of this stuff. It may not have impacted you as directly as, say, but in terms of like human years, you would have been around for most of the events of what has occurred. So even if you weren't really paying attention, it is the cultural canon in which you exist. The events of the Chroma Conclave, as we established, were essentially like the 9/11 of the prior generation of Exandrian people. It affected everyone, and it was a paradigm shift in terms of the nature of warfare and danger and terrorism.
In that regard, then, when Gilmore illuminates this sigil on his head, Errol tries to play it cool with a kind of, you can put that I do hickey away. We're not going to do any kind of like tomfoolery around here.
Make a persuasion or deception, whichever you think is appropriate.
It's a persuasion because he's not lying that.
Okay.
He doesn't want to mess this guy around, so it would be persuasion in my head. So
okay.
6.
You get the impression that Gilmore does not fully trust you, but is more than capable of keeping an eye on you.
In that awkward pause of after me saying that and him evidently knowing, like there's that sort of knowing of criminal sheriff, shopkeeper with a past, which obviously has some layers to it. Telford has got there's a lot of like political things going on in this room. In that awkward pause, Errol then just starts listing like, what we're looking for is some health potions. We're looking for a rope of light. They quickly
do it.
Like evidently a little bit like we need to speed this along. Like we're looking for some health potions.
Gilmore is completely unruffled and just with a sort of a mild snap of the fingers, the assistant Sherry starts like quickly. She pulls up a fresh sheet on the notebook, starts quickly scribing everything down. I assume both of you know what you guys had in terms of your personal ready cash. So you would have
$2,500, I think, or thereabouts.
Yeah. So, and then whatever you had in your personal coffers on top of that, which will be on your character sheets.
21.
I had 130 gold pieces.
Okay. Wow. So that would be like 2630, which I believe. Bear with me one moment, because I'm trying to pull it back.
For the viewers at home, if you know what the number was by listening to the first episode and we didn't keep up to date, and you can notice that there's a disparity, you could win a cream egg for noticing any canonical problems and continuity errors. And by that, I will eat the cream egg for you because I'm not posting.
I was going to say we'll lick out the cream and just send them.
That sounds disgusting.
Yes, it does. That was Sean, not Telford.
Sherry looks at the inventory that you previously discussed and says, so we have 5 healing potions at 50 gold apiece. We have 2 greater healing, 1 bag of holding, 1 rope of climbing, 1 superior, 1 of supreme. Okay, gentlemen, it would appear that the current subtotal is 2,850 gold.
Oh,
we have 2,500. Was it that we have 2,500?
No, we got 2,600, I think, isn't it?
If we use all of your personal, it would be personal cash. It would be just over 2,600.
I give Telford a look of, we're not doing what we did last time. Like, don't even think about it. Hand on the shoulder. Even though I think it was mostly Errol's fault.
Yeah, but I was the voice. Oh, okay, Mr. Gilmore. Would you be able to drop off a couple of the lower healing potions, some of the lesser ones?
Well, if you did without the standard healing potions, that would be a reduction of 250. That would just about take you within your budget.
Oh, deal, please, Mr. Gilmore. I'd appreciate that.
I was going to say, since you're committing to such a large bulk order, in fact, taking me rather out of stock for the foreseeable, I would be willing to open a line of credit if that so suited you, gentlemen. If there was anything else in stock that you were curious about, that you would not be able to afford otherwise, perhaps one of my tankards of sobriety. And he holds up this strange tankard. It has a sort of a face on it of a man with a scowling face on it. Yes, this is a rather interesting little item here. If you pour alcohol or anything with a deleterious or intoxicating effect into it, it becomes neutral. It becomes drinkable without receiving any kind of negative side effects. Doesn't work on poisons or toxins, unfortunately. But it's very useful for drinking contests.
Yeah, but it kind of takes out the fun.
At that, I immediately look at Telford like, you need this more than anything that this guy is selling. This is the one thing
but I know a good deal when I see one, Mr. Gilmore. And yeah, we'd love to extend the credit to include the flask or the mug, because, you know, I trust your judgment on these things.
Very good.
How much was it?
This is why, son, you need that tankard.
It is a mere 40 gold. So, I tell you what, gents, you, as I say, I have seen around, but you, and he zeroes in on Errol, you are new. You're not from round here. You're an out-of-towner at a very particular time. I tell you what, gentlemen, I'll take the 2,500 now, but if you'd be willing to open a line of credit for me, say mere 1,000 gold, I might be able to help you with some information.
I think information's good. But I looked at Errol. It's like, hey, this guy knows what he's talking about.
You can huddle. You can group huddle.
With my background, just instinctively, like from my perspective, I think this is a pretty good deal. I feel pretty secure in this. But is there some sort of role I could do to see whether, because of my background of working with criminals and working with people that do dodgy deals and things, whether I have some insight into whether this is as good as it sounds? That, you know, we open up the credit for 1,000 and all we need to do is, like, if we just pay that off after this job, which seemingly we will very easily be able to do with a thieving gauntlet, like, you know, this sounds good to me. This is essentially what I wanted from the other guy, but this guy's offering it before we've even mentioned it in a more sensible way than how we did it. So yeah, is there something I can roll to see whether Gilmore is giving us a good idea or not?
Roll an insight check.
16.
You, as an outsider to Emon, you twig that you don't know a ton about the political societal situation of Emon specifically. You could try and run down an informant or something, or try to sort of like make contact with the criminal underworld. But you get the impression that by making this offer, Gilmore is actually doing you one better. This is someone who, again, is a well-respected member of Emon's business community, who has ties to prominent members of Emon society. They may know something, you know, that, you know, most kind of low-level criminals that you would have access to typically wouldn't. The high-level criminals that, you know, you're dealing with, like the heads, the local heads of the Clasp and the Myriad, they wouldn't be seen talking to you. And most of their kind of lower and middle kind of management people, they're going to probably be equally secretive, especially if they're at war with one another and poking around the criminal community is probably going to draw more attention. Whereas someone who is a member of the business community making this offer to you may prove dividends because it gives you plausible deniability.
That's really interesting. So yeah, I feel like Errol, he's going to want to build his network here. Like he started with that. He picked up the contact for Nine Fingers. He's picked up this job. He knows that he's going to have to build some sort of root system here so that he can support himself with his new, like, he's left a life of law behind. He's a criminal now. He knows how it works, but he does not have the network to support those ideas. He knows he's working with a town guard, which is, he has just discovered is great because that guy just pushed another town guard very stupidly and is fine. So he's got an in with the law side, which he kind of feels is beneficial. He's now got an in with the other side. So yeah, I think after being presented with this offer, he goes, "That's mighty fine of you, sir. Yeah, let's open that line of credit."
Gilmore claps his hands, and again, Sherry, new sheet of paper, and just in sort of indecipherable, tiny shorthand, starts scribbling down like some sort of like credit chit. Puts it in the till. And Gilmore magics up a stool and makes himself comfortable and is like, "So, boys, what do you want to know? You seem set on some sort of excursion, some sort of mission somewhere."
Before we ask you a question, can I ask you one? You seem to have quite a lot of faith in us to open that much credit for an out-of-towner. So what do you know about me?
Darling, I open lines of credit for basically all my high-end customers that run into tens, maybe hundreds of thousands. 1,000 gold. I'm practically doing you a favor.
Errol is learning very quickly how small of a fish he is. Like earlier on, he was feeling like a small fish with, like, walking into this place and going like, "This is amazing. It's full of stuff. Like I've never seen this much stuff just laid out." And now, like, he's hearing 1,000 gold, and like in his head,
Yeah.
the underworld was like, 1,000 gold was like one Kymel drug run, say, or whatever the fantasy equivalent is. Like,
For sure.
magic
For
drug
sure.
run. Like,
Oh no,
so
that, yeah.
it's like, oh yeah, I'm just going to open a line of 1,000 gold for you because I just can. Like, Jesus.
That's pocket change. Gilmore, baby, he's like the biggest, kind of wizard / shopkeeper in essentially the heart of what was one of the biggest empires on the globe. He, this is a man clearly to be reckoned with. So he looks you up and down, and he sort of says, "Well, if I were to glean purely what I see in front of me, I see," and he points first at you, Errol, and says, "Out of town mercenary," points at Telford, "town drunk, who also happens to have an inn with both sides of the law. So if I were to piece together what I can read from you, what I already know from your little excursion to Flint's, and just the general nature of why you're here, I would say you're probably getting ready to start some sort of heist. Would I be correct?"
There's no way we can out charisma him.
No, I don't see there being any point. It's only us in here. Like, he's evident. He's just given us like a boon to help us out. He evidently knows exactly what we're up to. We might as well just be like, "Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing." Like,
well, actually, I'm just thinking to get in his good stead, should we say, if you know what we're doing, is there anything you'd like us to keep an eye out for?
That's a great idea. Because I'm wondering whether there's something going on between like Flint and Gilmore in the same way there is between Nine Fingers and, the Myriad. I've forgotten which one he is. Yeah, he is Myriad, isn't he? He's not Clasp. He's Myriad. Clasp. Myriad. Clasp.
Clasp Myriad.
Myriad.
You
can't remember. Which one is the
I can't either. I can't remember. Which one was he?
Which one are we not? Which one did he piss off?
I thought he was Clasp.
So, in the interest of making it clear, what Nathan discerned last time was that Nine Fingers was most likely an ex-member of the Clasp who has a grudge, and that the present occupants of the mansion are Myriad, who have taken over that building from the Clasp, and that is one of part of the overall issues with this ongoing gang war. So Gilmore says, "Well, you see, boys, what we have here is a situation where different market forces are at work in our fair city. We have people who have been here for quite a while who have decided they want to move into legitimate businesses and reform their image based on their, shall we say, tangential association with past heroic deeds they may or may not have done." Totally overrated. Anyway, on the one side. On the other side, we have new and exciting enterprises entering from beyond the seas that are making aggressive, hostile takeovers. Poor Flinty. He ran afoul recently of one of these. What was that rather brutish fellow's name? The one up in that big eyesore. Oh, that's the one. Samael Gravanu.
Does that name mean anything to Errol?
I would say, based on Watcher's Eye and your passive intelligence, you would know that Samael Gravanu, also known as Samael the Minotaur, is the underboss for the city of Emon. He is sort of the second in command of a very powerful crime figure within the city of Emon. Tully, the Conclave of One Deseram, who is the boss of the Myriad in Emon. He has a reputation for being fiercely loyal. His loyalty to her and because Tully Deseram is a woman, his loyalty to her and their way of life is believed to be unbreakable. It was forged in the hard scrabble continent of Wildmont, and his love of violence and carnage led to him being gifted a pair of special gauntlets known as the Knuckles of the Minotaur. And that he uses them to gut and gore and stab and bludgeon any who stand in his way. And to say that he earned his nom de guerre through being stubborn and dangerous and hard to kill would be an understatement, because not many within the criminal underworld who have encountered the Minotaur have lived long enough to panic about it.
So I would know this name from like stories around.
You probably wouldn't would have heard the name in passing. You may not have like made the connection, but as this is all starting to slot into place, and Gilmore continues to as he continues to discuss with you, you get the impression that yes, this is not just simply some lieutenant or a kind of a minor captain or whatever. This is the second in command of this city, this city's chapter of the Myriad, of the many. So he is likely to be ruthless, physically formidable, and has a reputation for just brutality.
Okay, so the Myriad have come in after everything has fallen apart. Samael the Minotaur, Samael Gravanu, is the second in command, and he has hurt Flint, damaged his ability to sell. We can probably infer he's hurt.
You get the impression that he's being actively pressured by Samael and possibly by other figures on the clasp. He's essentially caught between two sides of this gang war.
And these knuckles, these gauntlet knuckles, does one of them help thieve things by any chance? Or is this a completely different set of gauntlets to the gauntlet that we've been asked to get?
Oh, this is very different. These are not magical gauntlets. They have, and again, because of his reputation, they have horn-like prongs at the end. So there is not only the considerable force of like being beaten with these heavy brass gauntlets, but as it's essentially like a pair of brass knuckles with spikes on the end.
Great.
Got it.
Even
The general impression
even-
is that even Gilmore's gonna like the fact that this guy's turned up because it's altering the economic fabric of Emon.
Oh yes.
So if Gilmore has the idea that maybe we're going to be stealing from this guy, he's going to open up a line of credit for us.
Yes. Well,
You had a great question for him. Telford had a great question for him.
Mr. Gilmore, you have a fair idea of what's going on and what myself and my colleague have planned. Is there any way that we might be able to keep an eye out for something for you while we're going about our quest?
As in something you might like to repay me for this information, perhaps?
Yeah, I'd like to, just to sort of like wipe the slate clean, maybe have you a little bit more information in the future.
You are not trying to get out of paying me, are you?
No, we're not. From what we've got planned, that the money won't be an issue. We're just wondering if you wanted something special for everything that you've helped us do.
At the sound of you saying something special, a little glint appears in the eye. Dinner and a show with the Dark One. And you see the eye just flick briefly to Errol.
Done.
Just dinner and a show, of course.
Of course, but we'll keep an eye
I'm
out.
happily married, gentlemen.
I did not know that.
I think he meant something from the Hoard, not whatever you're implying.
I mean, from the quest, Errol, from the quest.
Oh, just some little fancy, something that matches my eyes, and you see the kind of the pale eyes of Gilmore kind of like glisten a little brighter, a little shade of like almost like little dancing sapphires.
Cool. Well, seems we might be heading up against this big fella. So we got 1,000 credit, haven't we? How much of that has already been spent, Mr. Gilmore?
Oh, let's call it, for this very useful information, let's call it an even 3,000, which should leave you 500 left.
Right. Is there any way we can sort of separate this big fella from his gloves? Like using some of the magic tricks. I would know. I delve a little bit into some magic tricks.
I don't believe
not to yours level, obviously.
I don't believe that the gauntlets are magical in any way. It says it should be a pretty easy job of
chopping his hands off.
Now that's a language I understand.
In my experience, that typically works, yes.
You got any fancy bullets back there?
I tell you what, let me have a look and see what I have. And he goes over to a rack of what are, bear in mind, this is Exandria. This is pre-industrial. They do not have an abundance of ready-made, pre-made cartridges. But there are supplies for certain types of ammunition. You have supplies of basic black powder and casings that you could that you could manufacture into bullets yourself, as well as a few experimental mixtures that are labeled hot shot or acid shot or things like that.
Yes, that's what I want. That's what I'm thinking of trying to find something for. It's that scene from The Good and the Bad and the Ugly when he goes to buy his gun. Like that's, and in my head, like while Gilmore's looking for whatever he's looking for, he starts unhooking his holsters and he puts his 2 pistols and he puts all in here, his very special gun in the middle as a kind of like, this is what I'm looking to kit out.
He takes the pistol and examines it, and it's just like, well, this is an interest. And you see the eyes flash sort of electric for a moment. It's just like, someone did a very interesting number on this. There is a spell built into the receiver of this firearm. It essentially
it's mighty fine.
Yes, it is mighty fine, as you say. You are
So
aware
Sherry.
of this can you are aware of what this can do, right? Aren't
Oh,
you?
very much so.
No, I mean to say that there is a silence spell built into the barrel of this firearm. You can essentially fire it without making any noise. I've never seen anything like this before.
This is why I've seen a liar.
There was, yes, very droll. An old friend of mine would. Anyway, and so he hands it back, and you get the full benefits of. And we'll say that a liar isn't now with a few little arcane tweaks. He's just like, that should make it little more conducive. Liar is now a +2. Okay.
I feel like that's quite a big deal. So
sure.
Like in terms of money.
Yeah. So he's just like, we'll just call that what a freebie, since you brought me something so very interesting. And he looks at the other pistols and it's just like, a little crude. And, he just kind of does a bit of prestidigitation on them to make them look a little more cleaned up and a little more fancy, to just like so that maybe some of the wear and tear is a bit less obvious. So you have now an upgraded liar pistol and 2 +2 pistols that are otherwise unchanged, but they just look a little. They look a little better, a little more spangly, and a little closer to nearly new, as opposed to sort of a bit worn.
Errol looks at them with like subtle like pride and sort of like that's a really, like, he's been trying to get them up to this standard for a long time, but obviously he's not had the skills to be able to just magically make them great. And as he's putting them all back in, he's like, that's mighty fine work you did there. Maybe you weren't that dinner on a show after all.
Ooh, you're welcome, cheeky. Is there any other
I don't know
business?
how Telford reacts to that. You'd just be amused, I think.
Gilmore has chaotic bisexual god energy. That is just a thing.
I've seen Vox Machina. I
know. and yet you were not prepared.
Well, no, I was playing along.
Yeah, Nathan, I would understand being a little flustered, but.
Well, I've got a play that it's sort of like not a hero of his, but it is a folk sort of hero to Telford.
Oh yeah. Well, you're in the presence of a legend. You know.
I'm slowly learning as I'm playing Errol that he has similar feelings, but he's kept them because he's grown up in such a dark, grim, dark thing. And as Adam said, like in the first session, like he was like, if you're going to play that kind of thing, I'm going to throw like hilarious things at you. So I feel like Errol's arc's going to be him just learning how to have fun.
It's true. In the right company.
So having having gone through and got the information that you need, and having the additional items and accoutrement, you feel satisfied that you've gotten your money's worth, and bid your farewell to Gilmore. And he in turn waves goodbye and is just like, see you around, gents. Don't be strangers. And remember, if you're going to get it from anyone, get it from Gilmore. And as you're leaving Gilmore's, you guys have your earrings in at the present moment. Yes. So you get a message over the earrings, and you hear in your ear, and only in your ears. It's purely sort of like a closed loop. You hear the unmistakable voice of Redard. Raycon, son. Maybe back to the inn.
On our way.
Oh yeah, I got you as well.
That was Hoard of the Cinder King, a Tales from the Arclight program written, directed, and executive produced by Adam X. Smith. Co-produced and edited by Adam X. Smith and Nathan T. Dean. Game design by Adam X. Smith and Rebecca Reeg. Original title music composed by Myles Curwen, with additional music provided by Incompetech and composed by Kevin MacLeod. Sound effects sourced from freesounds.org. For a full list, see the description. Tales from the Arclight is made possible through Spotify for podcasters, formerly Anchor.fm.